What's going on, everybody? It's our Mike, and today we had the new software update. Actually, yesterday, I should say. Today is Saturday. Yesterday was Friday, 4/20, um, and we had the new security patch come in, plus some minor software updates to the LG V30. So, just to show you, it's the V30. Here's our back lens setup. It's kind of blurry right now. I'm going to boot this up from being off, so you can see LG V30. And it shows there the ThinQ, as you can see. So this is officially the ThinQ model now, and it's not the ThinQ S or ThinQ Plus S. So let me move this off screen. So as you can see, I have a secure boot up. Let me pause this. All right, and we'll hit done. So we'll see if this boots any quicker with the secure setup. There's our unlock. There's a slight vibration, which you may have heard. So when you do a secure boot setup, yeah, it takes a minute longer for it to load everything. But there we go, that's done. I still have some 214 gigs on my memory card. And now what I'll do is I'll pause this. I'm going to boot it off, and we'll do it. We will do this with a non-secure boot up, so you can see how quick it goes. And then we will get into the security patch level and all that. Okay, so we're ready to boot up again, this time without a secure boot up. ThinQ. And there's no security to clear this time. Should go right into our Verizon animation. And from that, we should go straight to our home screen. And there we are at the home screen. So, unlock. There's my picture of my doggy Rocky, our oldest. So I'll unlock, fingerprint. Oh yeah, first time boot up, you always need to use your PIN. Alright, so PIN's done. Open up to the home screen. And to show that we are on the new version of the software, we'll pull down, go into our settings, and down here, adjust, we'll go to system, and we are looking at about phone. So we want software information. So this is Android 8.0 still, not 8.1. This is the March 1st security patch. So even though LG had started this new center for software updates, and they're going to be putting people working on security patches and upgrades to major software updates for Android phones that LG makes, as we can see them pushing these out to the carrier, they are still behind. But it's kind of funny because even though this is the March 1st security patch, I have the April security patch running on the LG V20, and I will show you that in another video. But software update, so new security patch, along with just the faster boot up and being told that you are now running the ThinQ version, we have a new camera. So as you can see, it says AI, and it automatically switched brightness to a night mode so it could pick up better lighting, which is kind of cool. I mean, I have the room purposely dark just for this part. And yeah, next we are going to reposition my camera here. I'm going to show you how this AI camera works and what else was changed within the camera application. So give me 1 second. Okay, so we're back on our home screen. We'll hit the camera button, and you can see we have AI camera has changed. Our icons down here for recording and then hitting your camera button to snap a photo have changed. Our preview of our previous photo has become a little smaller, I want to say, and then we can swipe in, obviously, and that is for changing what we want to share to. Other things that have changed, we can see our icon for being in single camera versus using the wide angle camera. Those colors have changed. It's now yellow instead of the green. And our icons up here have become a little sharper. We have a few different looking icons, mainly being our filter is a different color now, or a different look. As we can see with taking a photo, we're not in the AI camera right now. We're in the default camera. If we're to use the slider, you'll still get a little bit of vibration when you're sliding, when you're moving the shutter, or not the shutter, but when you're moving to zoom in or out. You don't get the carousel like vibration when you're actually zooming anymore though. So that has gone away. It's only when you're moving the shutter or the slider to zoom in or out is when you start to feel that motion. So we will go to the wide angle lens, we'll go back just to get this reset. And then for the AI camera, it is off right now because that is not showing a yellow marking. So we'll go ahead and turn that on. So now the AI camera is on. And you can start seeing all these little words appear. It's trying to figure out what scene it should be using. And when it finds a scene that it likes, that it thinks it should use, you'll feel a little vibration. You'll see an icon pop up down here in the corner. So it's thinking. And by using the AI camera, it's going to intelligently help select the right color contrast, the focal point, your f-stop, anything to help improve your picture it's going to do on its own. So this is kind of LG's version of what Google's doing with their camera and the Pixel devices, where it will take multiple different exposures at different settings and combine everything together to create one good photo. So LG is trying to do the same thing, just with the original V30. And you can see my HDR still kicks on and off on its own, trying to figure out if it needs to bring in more high dynamic range. And I cannot seem to get it to choose something right now, so that's fine. So what we'll do is we'll swipe all our pins away here. And for my hand, it noticed person. You can see it in the bottom right, not the bottom left. So it has set it to what it thinks it needs to be. We'll take that out. You can see it disappears. Let's bring in some text. We'll bring in this bottle. And it shows document. Show document and then switch to person, so it sees my hand. How about bring in this box here? Recognize shadow, so the Tori can read it. So it's trying to figure it out what it needs to be. I don't know why I picked up on my hand again. Oh, and it just closed out. So that is because of the, if you don't use it within a certain amount of time, you're going to have the software. Google is cracking down on how long apps are open in the background. Still trying to recognize. All right, so since the box didn't work, we're going to go ahead and move on to using our Andy, my one antenna Android here. We'll turn AI camera on. And it thinks it's a person. Pull him out of the shot. You can see the richness of my wood in the background has changed. If we turn AI camera off, you'll notice a difference. You can see it shifting on its own. Turn the AI camera back on. And the wood becomes darker. So we'll go to a bottle. Okay, so trying the bottle one more time. It thinks it sees a person. I don't know where it's getting that from. But we'll try to get the bottle there in focus. And yes, you can still do tap to focus. But the AI camera itself, we'll go and close that out. It's in a way, it's its own app. So going back to our modes here, if we tap on modes now and open that up, you can see this has all changed. This is kind of shrunk down in a way. And I'm not sure if I like it being that small. But you can actually rearrange these. You hit your pencil icon, your edit icon, and you push and hold and drag these around, arrange them whatever way you like. So that's pretty cool now. And then in your settings, say we go into settings here, get that to open. In our settings, you can see some of our stuff has changed. So timer settings is over here on the right panel now. You can see the setting modes has shrunk down. So timers on the right panel, UHD are 4:3 using 16 megapixel, full vision. So you can expand it to a full vision now and still have your buttons kind of floating while you're still recording. And then brightness mode, HDR, I have that on auto. Pretty much everything else is still the same. I think there was one other thing I noticed that was new. Maybe not. Yeah, nothing else, nothing much else new in the settings menu besides them moving these things around to this side, which is kind of nice. I like that being over there. But that is about it for the camera app. Like I said, it is the security patch. This was almost this was over a 900 or 800, no, 980 megabyte update. So mainly just switching you to the LG ThinQ. It is a security patch, last month's security patch, and then the new camera abilities. So for everybody that's asked, I know it's come up and people have mentioned it in other videos. Yes, I am running a Nova Launcher skin. And for my theming, it is the high contrast theming that you can get through LG, what is it, LG's World, their application. You have to sideload it as an APK. You're not going to find it on the Play Store. And then using the launcher, you still can get, if you download the correct add-ins to Nova Launcher, you can get your Google feed to show up as well. So, and yeah, I have all my icons rounded. I will make another video about just doing the stock launcher on the V30. And I did find out you can actually change all the stock icons to a rounded version as well. So, and the stock launcher has gotten quicker. But yeah, I'm not going to bother adding that into this video. This is mainly just about the update for the V30, becoming the V30 ThinQ, which I'm not sure how I feel about the ThinQ phase that they're about to enter into. So if you guys have any comments or questions, leave them in the comment section down below. This is our Mike. Have a great evening, and I'll see you all in the next video.